Before I start, thank you for this presentation. Just one question. Do you have a personal wallet in cryptocurrencies? You do have. Great. So we should be great. You will. So yes, yeah, to follow up, even to follow up. Okay. And طبعا of course عمرو will be my expert in this, but انا هتكلم من فرانكو عرب بقى بالعربي عشان معظم الحاضرين على اساس ان انا
I'm going to speak in Arabic. I'm not going to give you my opinion or the opinion of the Central Bank, of the National Bank of Egypt. I'm going to tell you my own personal opinion. I'm assuring on some of the terminologies that we differentiate between the digital currency and the cryptocurrency. The digital currency, all of us, we deal with each other digitally. If I transfer money from one bank to another on InstaPay, so this is digital. But the cryptocurrency, like Dr. Abla explained, either packed or not. Concerning that in Egypt, I think that we are going to face many challenges. First of all, there are threats, risks, and there are opportunities on the other hand. The first challenge, it's forbidden. Number one, it's forbidden according to the law, it's forbidden. So if we are going to change this system, we have to change the bank law in order to allow working with this. So the first point is it's forbidden. Number two, the risks, the volatility, for sure. Ups and downs, the price is up, tomorrow the price is down. You don't control it. I'm talking to you as a normal person. I'm thinking the same way as you do. Also, liquidity. Number three, liquidity. What about liquidity? Where is the liquidity? How can I get the liquidity? How can I deal with such a matter? Also, number four, consumer rights. Once I lose this money or once I have a problem, to whom I'm going to complain? For us, it's very new. Maybe in Europe it's a little bit mature, but here in Egypt it is not. Like for example in the USA, like Trump is trying to issuing a special currency with his signature. But here in Egypt, we will not bear these problems. We will not bear this instability in the price, in the value. People will not bear to lose money, will not bear to try and then lose. So I think in the coming future, anyone, even the central bank or whatever, to start, we have to start first of all by building the capacities and by changing the culture in order to change the market. We have a very, very skilled governor of the central bank. He's an expert in treasury, so he can guide us in this journey. So those who travel abroad, it's easy to deal with portfolios, with wallets, can do lots of things. Because at the end, if it's packed, it's easy. Either with a foreign currency, with gold, whatever, anything packed is understandable. But the packing here, it depends on the trust. Trust for the cryptocurrency if it's related to a currency. So it depends here on the trust. I trust the entity that issue this currency, who is issuing the Egyptian pound, who is issuing the dollar, who is issuing the euro, and so on. But when you're dealing with something that is not packed, so it needs braveness. It needs to be brave, to be courage. So for me, I'm not a risk taker. On the other side, I think there are many opportunities. First of all, it's facilitate the financial inclusion. It a faster and a cheaper cross-border payments, especially with the blockchains. We start working with the blockchains with the traditional currency, because the blockchains is not only with the cryptocurrency, but in the trade finance. We can use it in the transactions between the banks and the LC letters and so on. Greater efficiency and transparency in financial transaction, innovation for sure. Actually, it's an innovated program. The cryptocurrency is innovation in itself. From among the problems, I think the bad reputation of the cryptocurrency. Once we'll hear cryptocurrency, so as if we are talking about money laundering, as if you're talking about organized crimes, as if you're talking about criminal networking, and so on. But doubtless in the future, especially if the central banks will start to issue a special cryptocurrency with a specific regulation, with a specific system, I think that there will be a competition for using the cryptocurrency. This is my own point of view. Thank you so much.
طبعا في الآخر عايز أقول إن هو
At the end, I would like to say, if someone was asking about guarantee, there is no guarantee. Someone was asking about guarantee. There is no guarantee. We are trying. Either me, I'm trying. My children are trying. Just with a small amount of money. If it is okay, it's okay. If not, it's not. So we are not going to penetrate this field without regulation. For myself, there is no problem at all. But when I'm talking about a country, when I'm talking about people, even if they lose money by themselves, but the following day you will say, where is the country? Where is the government? Where are the policies? So when I talk about my personal pocket, it's okay. I can do whatever I want. But here I'm representing the bank. So doubtless things are changing. As we said, all the banks are trying to are willing to try. They want to try. So all the banks are saying, we are thinking of. They didn't say we decided to. So all the banks, the 70% of the central banks worldwide, they are thinking of gathering ideas, gathering best practices, gathering experience in order not to have a negative impact on their country. I think sooner or later it will come here in Egypt or anywhere else. Someone asked about the reserves. Yes, you are right. I think sooner or later this will be introduced in Egypt, but with a regulatory framework. And thank you so much.